Alright, what is up, y'all? I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I'm looking to make another video today. At a new pond. I've never fished this place before. You can see it right here. It's got this nice dock. That's what I'm gonna hit first. Don't know anything about this pond. From the Fish Brain app, it looks like there's some decent catches. Mostly small fish, so there's probably just small bass here. I didn't see any really big ones. Maybe 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds is the biggest one I've seen, but we're gonna try it out today. It's a decent sized pond, you know, probably, I don't know, at least 3-4 acres. It's a pretty big pond in this neighborhood, so we're going to get the GoPro strapped on and see what we can do. All right, we're gonna start off with a little moving bait. Got just a little trap here, little rattle trap. The water is pretty stingy and dirty, so maybe we can make some noise with this. I'm just gonna toss this around this dock real quick, see if we get any bites here. I can already feel myself hitting the bottom, so confirmed it's a super shallow pond. I'm just gonna toss this around. I have another black and blue jig tied on too. I'm probably gonna throw that around a little bit as well, just because this water is so dirty. But we'll see what we can do. Gosh, that sun is so bright. Definitely went around some vegetation right there. Oh, I had one. I did not think that was even a fish. I felt a tug, but it was a tiny bass. I did not even think that that was a fish. Wow. All right, well, confirmed that there's fish in here. All right. I've made the conclusion that I need to be on the other side of the pond, because the other side of the pond is still providing shade for the first little bit of the water. So shade's always good in the summer. Fish the shade as long as you can. So I'm gonna try and work my way over to the other side of this pond, and we'll see if we can get any bites over there. All right, let's try right here for a little bit. There's some shade on this bank, wind-blown bank as well, so might be a decent spot. We'll see. Vegetation down there. All right, finally made it to the other side of the pond. I'm gonna flip this jig around a little bit. See if I can get this untangled. I'm gonna flip this jig around a little bit. It's got a what's it called? Biopod behind it. And let's see if we can get anything Just pitching this jig around these docks. Wow, it is so shallow right here. Alright, so far only one bite on the lipless. So I'm gonna tie on, I think that it's already getting hot enough to where the fish are just moved out a little bit. So I'm gonna tie on a Texas rig, and I'm gonna start out. So this bandito bug, it's like green pumpkin on one side, and then it's like a nice pearl blue on the other side with some fleck in there. So I think this will stand out pretty well in this dirty water. That's why I'm going with that specific color and not just a plain green pumpkin. But I'm gonna tie this on, probably just a 1/4 ounce Texas rig, and get tossing this around, so see what happens. All right, got the bandito bug here. Pull off all these appendages, make sure they're flapping real nice. And we are just going to Texas rig this. Let's put it on about there. Small, I think this is a 2/0 hook, possibly 3/0, because these bandito bugs are a little bit smaller. I think this is a 3/0. No need for a giant hammer hook or anything like that. It will work, but... And then I just have a lead weight on here. Decided just to go with lead instead of tungsten because this, I already know that this pond, just from the little bit I fished, it has a lot of snags. A lot of debris on the bottom and stuff like that, so I don't want to risk just losing a tungsten just because of that. So we're going to toss this bandito bug around. I'm going to start just right along with this dock, and then I'll just go ahead and start fan casting out further. So let's see what happens. There's one. Let's go. Finally. Oh my goodness. The tiniest bass in the pond. Oh man. Finally. Let's go. The smallest bass. Probably in the pond. But he bit the bandito bug. And I appreciate him. Go ahead and get a picture with this monster. All right, let's let him go. Thanks, guy. Oh. All right, well, we did not get skunked. And that was the whole goal of coming to a new pond I've never fished before. New area of fish before. I recently moved, so I'm trying to find new ponds in the area. But hey, we got a tiny one, but we got one at least, so. Oh, another tiny one. I couldn't even tell if there was a fish on there or not. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's a fish, but man, I was just about to say, this looks like I'm coming up on a good spot here with big shade line right here from the tree, and then there's an outflow right there from a fountain. Let's see. I'm gonna get a quick picture of this guy. This guy's only about twice the size of my bandito bug, which is pretty funny. I kept feeling tugs and I couldn't tell if I was just coming over rocks or if it was an actual fish, but just a tiny one, man. This pond may be just filled with dinks. I haven't had a good one come out of it yet, but I'm gonna keep throwing this thing around because you never know when that big bite's gonna come. There definitely could be some bigger fish in here. They're just, you have to weed through the dinks a lot of the times to get to the bigger ones, so. There's one. Another dink. Oh my gosh. Tiny bit bigger than the last one. Man. This is all I'm catching today. Hook fell right out. They're aggressive though. He bit it pretty hard. But man, they're just... That's all I'm catching. See you, guy. Sheesh. I'm pretty sure that this whole pond is just full of dinks, because that's all I'm getting. There might be a few big fish in here, but might also be pretty pressured. Pretty pressured pond, so I'm not sure. Alright, so we just got back in the car. I'm pretty sure that pond was just full of dinks, so I'm not gonna sit out here in the heat and fish it for too much longer. I saw there was 2 other fishermen as well, and they both caught little dinks just like I did, so I'm pretty sure that there's maybe a couple decent ones in there, but I think it's mostly just full of dinks. And that's gonna be hard for bigger fish to grow if there's that many little fish, because they're gonna be stealing all the bait. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate you guys watching. I know there's only 3 dinks, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, especially in the summer. I was just slowly dragging that bandito bug, and that's all that they would bite. So yeah, it's already getting like almost 100 degrees, so and it's like barely 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But I appreciate you guys watching, and then feel free to suggest any videos in the comment section, anything you guys might want to see. Yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Have a good one.